Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Outcast with Outcast Gaming, continuing a stream of Skyrim Special Edition on the PlayStation 4, episode number 19. As a reminder, if you enjoy the video or the content, be sure to show the love and hit that like button. And if you would like to know when I post new content to my channel and or when I'm actively streaming, I suggest you hit the subscribe button and set up your notifications. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and load up my character, Mr. Sigil du Erden, and we left him off at Winterhold. We were going to go into the College of Winterhold, and so that is what we're going to load up with. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, good afternoon, or good night, depending upon where you are in the world. And if you could come in and enjoy my time in the game on stream, or even after the fact by watching the video, then thank you. We're doing good. So, we were out at Winterhold, and I basically have stripped the town of its materials. And then there were two stone quarry locations behind Brenna's odd implement shop, and I have spent the time to take care of those as well. So here we are. So behind here is a couple of stone quarries, so I've cleared those out of all the materials. And who do we got here?
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
And this is the college.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge.
And why are you out here on the bridge?
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
It's irrelevant. So may I enter the college, please?
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
Alright, we can say, I want to use the power of ice and fire to destroy any who oppose me. I seek the knowledge of the Elder Scrolls. I desire to bend the will of those around me. I want to unravel the mysteries of Aetherius. I just wanted to see what it looks like inside. We're here because we're seeking the knowledge of Elder Scrolls, so let's go with that.
Do you? It is true, there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
Look, I think we both know I'll succeed here. You should just let me in.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
Okay, then I guess I'll have to take your test.
Excellent. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Casting one at the seal on the ground here would be sufficient.
Firebolt. I don't think I know that spell.
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells.
For 30? That's a deal.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
Did she give me the book? Or did she just give me... Oh, there we go. So let's equip that.
Much knowledge lies within the... Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Not so much a test, I guess. Not sure what she's casting there.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
Huh.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Oh, so she trains destruction. Master level. Tell me more about the college.
We are the only group left in Skyrim dedicated to the study of the arcane. There are others who study, to be sure, but they do so in private and often in secret.
Who is Mirabelle Irvine?
She's the master wizard here. Archmage Aaron may be in charge, but Mirabelle runs the place. You do well to remember that. You'll need to speak with Mirabelle Irvine. Her quarters are in the Hall of Countenance, but she could be anywhere on the grounds.
Understood. Let's keep going.
Mirabelle will be waiting for you.
Just looking to make sure you don't have anything up on your ledges, lady. I'm coming.
No matter what, the college will endure.
See that. What we got here?
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're not officially supposed to have?
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
You tell anyone that I told you, and I'll fry you from the inside out. Got it? Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
Like, what's not allowed?
Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds.
Just understand you're an elf who knows how to get things.
All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters.
I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them. you ever need something, especially something hard to come by, let me know.
So, I have never, ever been in here. I have no idea how this is laid out. So I think what we'll do is we'll just work our way around. What's this? Hall of Continents. Check the other side here.
The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid, but it really is quite valuable.
Arniel Gain. Is there any college business I can assist with?
You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. Until next time. I don't think any... You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No,
Hall
not
of
really.
Attainment.
When I've finished what I'm working on, everyone will understand its significance.
The Midden. I don't know if there's a Midden on the other side. Well, let's go see if there's a Midden over here. Like a trap door that I didn't see. No. Alright, now let's go down the center pathway. Savos.
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken.
No, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Must be a problem here, huh?
Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
I'd like to know more about the college's history.
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched.
So, what caused the Great Collapse?
No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
Tell me more about this great
The
collapse.
Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain.
Huh.
Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
I feel like this guy's not all that good. Like there's a vile streak to this guy. I don't know. Just my gut feeling.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find that Balnor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Welcome to the college.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to. My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you.
It appears that it has worked, but whatever.
All right then.
Welcome to the college.
This lady's
Another
young.
new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Wow. Like, just like that. I guess I'd love to have a look
Wonderful.
around.
Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
We go into the Hall of Attainment.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Alright, so that's it for the tour. Let's finish sweeping out here then.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
Alright, so let's Hall of Attainment. Let's go in here and loot the crap out of the place. Empty. Cabbage. Love cabbage. Now I'm a member of the college now, so maybe I can just take everything. Ooh, nice. Complimentary basket of mead. Here's the other person that had this room before me. Was a drunk. Azura and the box. got here? Another room. Alright, so yeah, this is apparently stealing here. Somebody's gonna come home and find their room has been ransacked. Oh, we got somebody sleeping here. Ancano. This is like a member of the Thalmor.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely.
What is it you're here to do?
I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice.
Does he often ask for your advice?
Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
I do like your outfit, though. It's pretty badass. So tell me more about the Thalmor.
Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future.
Wow, a bit arrogant. This is because you won some war.
Your superior and I were simply having a discussion about my level of access to the college. Well, perhaps that is why you're merely an apprentice here. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here.
Alright. AKA douchebag. These trusting fools has let me into their castle where I can take all their crap. This is gonna be like taking candle from a baby. Candle? Candy. Ooh. Look at the ingredients here. A simpleton, a simple-minded buffoon. Everybody must be out at the lecture, and here I am looting their living locations. Oh, I do hear somebody. Lovely.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yep. So we have another set of living locations. So let's save. Look at that purse.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
What do you know about Uncanny?
He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really.
I've already talked to him. Seems like this is a college for sure. It's for the, a lot of wine, a lot of alcohol. Definitely screams college. Love me some salt pile. Come on, Serena, you need to move. Thank you.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
It's like the all-seeing eye. Arcanium. Hall of Continents. Arcanium. Alright, let's go to the Hall of Continent. Continents. And we'll come up that hall, and then we'll go into the Arcanium. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Just staring at me.
I trust you aren't considering any thievery.
I'll be back to get your room. Finis. The midden. I have a feeling like bad things go on in the midden. guy.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please, let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Thalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful. Take a look.
Sweet school. There's gray. There's those.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, let's save. I haven't saved in a while. And with this dude staring at me as I'm stealing everything out of the room, it's almost not safe.
You won't get away with that.
And that is why you save. The wolves of Skyrim are feral, savage beasts and hunt in packs.
What are you doing that for?
It's It's only a sweet roll, my friend. Whoops.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. Careful with that! I trust you aren't considering any thievery.
Mondo says, is that the jump steal? Didn't know there was such a thing called jump stealing. I just call it stealing.
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
There's supposed to be another guy down here. Totally missed him. I'll have to come back and... Not this guy, somebody else.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
This dude's last name has anus in it.
Sure is. I've got another client. Wants me to do some enchanting. You could do the pickup for me if you want. All right, be quick about it, will you? This is a good way for the college to bring in some money. Here's the name and location of the client. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. If you can't, perhaps Urag has a book you can read. No, I can't. I have enough to keep me busy. View it as a chance to hone your craft.
Hone my craft.
You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend money.
Until next time.
Till next time. There's supposed to be like another dude here. But he left. Maybe he's upstairs. Come, Serana. We'll loot one more level, then we'll head out of here. she's casting something. A lot of ingredients, though, which I'll take. Yeah, she's like engaged in some type of necromancy or something. Arcane Enchanter. I hate it when I sit in benches that I don't want to sit at. Apple that fell disappeared. It's no big deal, it's just apple. Not sure what they're doing. This appears to be the common that's annoying in my ear.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you?
Of course it's valid.
Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it.
You apparently do.
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Train in restoration, and she is an expert. And she barters.
Take a look.
And weapons, apparel, scrolls, books, and miscellaneous. You got. She says, You need to go find something else to do, lady. Thank you. Save again. Just because this sketchy lady is in my way. Loud. Can't wait to get out of this room. I think people are talking about you, lady girl.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing? Once again, I have found very insulting notes left in my personal effects. Simply barbaric.
Alright, I'm missing one. I think I'm missing illusion. Train, conjuration, enchanting, restoration, and I'm missing some guy with illusion. So I think what we'll do is we'll make a trip back to base, unload my stuff and we'll come back and Avak. Unload. Let me ask you something. Do you got anything that I gave you to hold on to?
All right, let's see what you have.
Hey, Franco, what's going on? Welcome back to stream. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I have safe storage here. It's just a quick travel away. Dragon Priest dagger. Sweet. That's not too bad looking. That's pretty nice. College of Winterhold is an independent organization and thus was not affected by the dissolution of the Mages Guild at the beginning of the Fourth Era.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Wait a second, what were you? You were,
No matter what, the college will endure.
Destruction. So, Destruction, Conjuration, Chance for Restoration. I need Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is the guy that I missed. Who are you?
Enchanting
No.
services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Illusion. Where are you at? I didn't talk to him. I should have. No, it's not him.
You know,
Yes.
they say knowledge is its own reward. You can see me?
Trevis or Lauren. Of course I can.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. There may be a matter in which your skills could be useful. The various points of focus for magic energies around the college have become polluted and need cleansing. Very well. These specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly into the focal points for these energies. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you may find there. Return the gloves to me when you have finished. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences. Use the gloves to clear the focal points. Return to me when you have finished. I thought I made this rather clear.
You did. Enchanter. Work. Got it. What are the best illusion skills?
It's quite a difficult question. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle in a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful.
Train me
I shall
in
explain to you
illusion.
the mysteries of the Outer Realms.
Ooh, he's a master trainer. Look at that. And he bosses.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Weapons, apparel, scrolls, books, miscellaneous.
All right, then.
And that was the dude that I was missing. No big deal. No dealio chilio. We did this level, right? That we did. Yeah. Freaky lady. Off to the next location. The Arcaninianium.
Oh, what is it?
No, why would you walk in front of me, girl? Come on, baby girl. Come on. There we go. Maybe later. I'm not gonna play Kingdom Come right now. Like, I'm busy playing Skyrim. Ooh, that's a big bookcase. Alright, Dance in the Fire, Chapter 1. Chapter 3. Yeah, I'm only going to clear it out once thoroughly. I'm not going to redo it all the time. I'll have to read all these. Where does this go? Open the Skyrim. Open the Skyrim. Stairs. Go up, down. There's a dude here. Requires bookcase key, bookcase key. Yeah, I just want to play the game as is. No major surprises there, you know. This is the place to definitely, like, expand my library. For all of these, 1, 2, 3. 5. See, I hate when that happens. By the way, it's so interesting to see that 7 or so years after the release, it's still one of the most popular games currently. It's because it's an awesome game. And most people haven't never finished it, so they always find themselves like coming back to it. Which is my case. Like I never finished the game. So there was so much that I haven't done when it comes to this game. What's even better is this is all money, right? So all these books is literally like money in my pocket. The librarian. Really need like a key. Investigator's chest. Right, I need you to move, girl. Display case requires key.
What are you doing that for?
Because I'm going to take it, you idiot. But I can't do it while you're staring at me. So I'm just going to move it over here.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Got it. It will be taken care of in my cellar.
You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a lot of pain.
This guy's pretty full of himself. So there's some good stuff in here, I think. So let's talk.
I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here, you go through me.
Urag.
The Arcanium is always accepting new volumes. I'll take what I can get. You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs.
I'm not worried about
now,
you.
Do you require assistance?
I need a bookcase key. Is there a college business I can assist with?
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations.
I'm ready for some adventure.
Well, all right. Here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
Are there any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Nice.
A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials.
I'm level 20. Mondo, just level 20.
I have a few things laying around
this guy
that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
And he sells just books. Why is that not a surprise? I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about?
Yeah, an Elder Scrolls.
I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power.
Yes, I know that.
To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness.
I know that as well. Keep going.
Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
And I know that too.
The simplest way to put it is knowledge. But there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true. Even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods.
It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad.
Huh. Well, alright, so do you have one that I could use?
Ah. You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
Oh, touche, mofo. Touche.
Of course. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. And what do you plan to do with it? You think that even if it would be kept under the highest security, the greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it?
I need to find one. I was told you could help.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. All right, then.
Let's see what we got.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Septum Cygnus. Alright, so what I want to check out is he does not have... He doesn't have a bookcase key. And this one requires a key display case. But what I can do is there's a safe over here. Let's bust this bad boy open. Alright, so we're close. Let's go off the nipple of the corner. There we go. Let's cover up the nipple. Nope, it's the other way. A little bit further past the nipple. Balwin's ornamental ring. Katerina's ornamental ring, Pithy's ornamental ring, and Troy's ornamental ring. We're just going to take those. Alright, so we have bookcases requires keys. So let's requires key times, and what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28. Display case. Requires key. Don't have a key for that. Let's go up into the Archmage Quarter. Requires key. Alright, not gonna go up there. Hall of the Elements. So that goes outside. Archmage Quarter. Let's save. I was thinking maybe there'd be like some books laying around, but there's really nothing. Alright, what do we got? We got some people here.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better.
I'm not a Nord, bro.
Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning.
What do you know about Encano?
I know he's from the Thalmor, and that he claims to be here simply as an advisor.
Yeah, I say bullshit.
I also know
to
that no
too.
one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? No, I suppose we haven't. Brillina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
I'll say. Do you like it here?
So far.
if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me. I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo. There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
This guy's great.
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jizargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jizargo to become great.
I see.
All right, then. Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Let's see. I'm not really sure what to think. I think we should learn something practical. Safety should be more important than anything. I am here to learn, so let's learn something practical.
Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there.
What word spell do I have? Right here.
Please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
There we go.
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please.
I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Okay, hold on there, buddy.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Alteration.
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
He's a master as well. And
the key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves.
I see.
Take a look.
You also bought with weapons, apparel, scrolls, books, miscellaneous.
Until next time.
Alright. So, next, I say we go to the midden, which is other side. Now, I may be getting in over my head here, but let me get my notes updated. The midden.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Let's find out what's in the basement. Look at this. Feet. Can you please be quiet, Serena? My God. What the hell? Some nefarious crap being practiced down here. Hall of continents. Alright. Over encumbered, really.
Who's there?
Alright. Come with me, Serena. We need to go home and unload before we come down here and really explore the Midden. I've got an entire college library on me.
No fan of the sun. Could be better than this.
Then we'll be back. Serena is kind of a poser. I would agree. She's kind of like, she doesn't want to take the lead on anything because she's like a wimpy vampire, you know? But alright, let's see. It is widely known among scholars that Elder Scrolls entail a certain hazard in their very reading. The mechanisms of the effect has at present been largely unknown. Theories of hidden knowledge and divine retribution were the subject of idle speculation with little investigation. I, Justinius Polonius, have undertaken to thoroughly document the ailments afflicted. I think I've read this one before, though. Where's the other one? This one. Imagine living beneath the waves with a strong-sighted blessing and most excellent fabric. Holding the fabric over your gills, you would begin to breathe, drink its warp and weft. Though the plant matter fibers imbue your soul, the wretched plankton would pollute the cloth till it stank to heavens of prophecy. This is one manner in which the scrolls first came to pass, but are we the sea of the breather of the fabric? Or are we the breath itself? Can we follow through the scrolls as knowledge flows through, being the water? Wow, this is a tough read. It's more like ramblings of a... Balwin's ornamental ring. I want to take it. Oh. Wooden bowl. The midden. Time to explore the midden. That dude's badass. Malakath.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Can't get in there anyways, ma'am. It requires a key. Alright, let's do this. see what we got here. I could probably drop down, but I don't know, like, where... A ruby? I must have been, like... taking torches. This dude did not survive. Look at this. It's a torture chair. Cell. Anybody interested in sleeping in a bloody bedroll? It's an ice wraith. Nephew, I apologize that I cannot see you personally before you leave. The trip from Sadrith Mora is treacherous this season. I would visit upon hearing the news. The Nords have a fine college at Winterhold, and I am sure you will excel. You may know that I too attended there. I was quite the conjuration adept in my own day. I'm sending you my notes on something called the Atronach Forge, a bit of a project of mine while at Winterhold. Mention nothing to the facility or the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find the forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing, scattered and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Perhaps you may stumble across them in your own adventures. The Atronach Forge offers few clues as to who built it, and even fewer as to how to unlock its full potential. Only through blind experimentation and a few singed eyebrows have I been able to understand its functions. The forge is mostly a large diocese, almost crude of make, but emblazoned with the traditional Daedric rune. An offering box is attached, as well as a prominent lever. The dais also features a large setting which seems set to receive some large spherical object. I have had no luck determining what this missing object may be, however, what effect it may have on the efficiency of the forge. The forge is activated by placing certain items into the offering box and then pulling the lever. The forge consumes the items and conjures something upon the dice. The conjuration can be predicted reliably if the appropriate items are left in the box, but many combinations either have no effect or catastrophic reactions. Once I conjured a wild goat, well, most of the goat at least. Experimenting wildly with the forge is dangerous. I've recorded such recipes as I have discovered on the following pages. The simplest yet perhaps most hazardous stable recipe is that for a summoned Atronach. The conjured brutes will attack the first thing they see, however. Be ready for battle if you have a reason to use these recipes. Flame Atronach, Frost, and Storm. This is it, huh? The Atronach Forge. It's probably better described as like a lever, offering box, pedestal. The Atronach Forge. We're not gonna jack with that unless we know what the hell we're doing. That would be interesting to ponder the thought of sacrificing her, but if you remember, she's immortal. There's another bullshit offering site to the headed goat. A lot of bugs caught in the webs down here. The fact that she is immortal makes me depressed. Maybe. Alright, so that's the window from above. Where does this go? A door. Well, that's a little weird. Not sure what that's all about, but let's go through the door. Another door. The Midden Dock. Looks like a grand adventure, yes? No? Something in the midden. It would be nice if they created a completely dark location where you had to use, like, spells. Hanging moss. It's pretty cool. I'm picking up a good collection of skulls, though. Ooh. We're not gonna jump down that yet. Like, maybe I'm meant to jump down there and then work my way out. I don't know. We'll figure that out here shortly. Which way do we go? It seems like it wants me to go that way, so what we'll do is we'll go the opposite way. We'll go this way. Door requires key. Guess we ain't going that way. Guess we go the other way. Another school for my collection. Here. Sorry, my friends. Ooh. Alchemy lab. Salt pile. Troll skull. There's like literally tons of skeletons down here. pit of bones. Woo! What do we got here? This looks interesting. There's like skulls. I like it when you finally you go off the beaten path and you find cool shit like this. Like we were never even told to even come down here, but we were just like curious. Yeah, well, I may have to go get them again. Ooh, there we go. Investigator key. The Midden incident report. We'll grab that here in a second. Because believe it or not, I do have to pee. And I need to take a breather here. Goat hide. Little finger, ring finger, index finger, middle finger. Activate relic ring or finger. Alright, so yeah. Midden incident report. The missing students were found in the Midden this morning, dead as expected. None of us bothered keeping a detect life charm for search at this point. The bodies were found together, each suffering the same deformities, peeled and bubbling skin on the arms and face, conjurer burns, as is commonly referred to around the college. There's little doubt they were attempting a summoning ritual well beyond their capabilities. The relic nearby put any doubt in this theory to rest. I admit that I've never seen one like it, a large segmented sculpture of a gauntlet, the Daedric sigil emblazoned upon the palm. Attempts to move it were in vain. I must show it to Archmage Sitoth during his upcoming visit. Perhaps he will know more. While we couldn't move the relic, I was able to pry 4 fingers from it, or pry 4 rings from it. I'm sure there's a connection between them and the ritual the students were attempting. I'll store these in the Arcanium until we can consult with the Conjuration Master to learn more. Okay, so we definitely need those rings. We're going to bring those down here and stick it to the hand rather than sticking it to the man, if you know what I mean. Maybe we can find out more as to what we're actually going to conjure here. Maybe we'll conjure a Daedric Lord. What time is it?
3:20.
Yes. A loot. God loves pitchforks. So this is where there's that chest. So let's go back up. Let's go grab that chest. In the dark midden. To Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Nice. So where does this take me? Out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, so we're going in and get those rings, and we're going to put them on the fingers, and we're going to see what happens. Whatever they did, those kids got killed. So maybe if I could kill them, kill whatever conjured and killed them, I'll get some badass item. It always sounds like my horse is getting murdered, but I know. Alright, I don't need the investigator key. I've already determined I don't need that. Oh, no, I need my rings. Need the rings. Two, 3, 4.
It's so bright.
Alright, getting ready for some battle. Some battle. We enter the Midden on our journey to the Dark Midden. Oh, you know what? Damn it. I wonder if the investigator key opens that door. Let's go get the investigator key. I'm sure it opens the chest, but I'm curious if it opens this door too. I mean, it's literally down here, so... Investigator key.
I'm no fan of the sun. Would be...
Hogravens. These remind me of my wife. Do the dishes. Take out the trash.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
I love me torches. Alright, now that I've got the key, let's check this door here. Does not work. Maybe whatever I kill will have a key. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's save. Alright, ring finger. Place Treo's ring, Katarina's ring, Pithikin's ring, Balwin's ring, do nothing.
What now?
Serena, for God's sakes. Alright.
Who's there?
You know what? Maybe I should have seen if he attacked me first. Maybe he was going to tell me something, and I just up and destroyed him. So, let's load. I got a little overzealous there. He has a name, so I'm just curious as to... We're beneath Winterhold College, in the Midden.
I was beginning to think the day would never come. So, you broke the binding spell, did you? Matters little. Their souls are trapped in oblivion all the same, and here I stay. Where I belong is back aboard my ship on the Epician. You've no hope of defeating me, pup. Don't bother. Why not broker a bargain instead?
Oh, let's listen.
Those kids are dead anyway. Killing me won't bring them back. I, on the other hand, have done quite a bit with my time on Mundus. Release me, and I'll share a bit of my wealth with you.
What wealth is this?
Years back, I had to ferret away some booty nearby. We'd sunk an Imperial galleon off the coast. Good plunder, but we needed to travel light. We stashed what we couldn't carry, and I hid it with a trick I know. I can point you in the right direction, and we'll each go our separate ways. Names have power, lad. You should know by now. Just say, Velik Sane, I release you, and poof, I'm on my way. There's a smart lad. Take the map. The loot's hidden there. It'll show itself when you get near. See you on the other side, mortal.
The hell is that? Alright, Franca. Take her easy. I am gonna go take a poo real quick. What do we got for time on the stream? We're about 3 hours in. We'll just go ahead and kill the stream. Should be back a little bit later, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. So here we sit at the hands. I don't know what to do, but I want to go look at his treasures to see if it's even worth dealing with before I annihilate him, I guess. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. Hi there, puppy. Hi, I see you. Oh, I see you, puppy. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream here, folks. Appreciate you coming in and keeping me company while we play some Skyrim. You guys have yourself a good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending upon where you are. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Be much appreciated. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. It's Outcast with Outcast Gaming. Peace out, friends.